We're at the New York State Fairgrounds, and it's the final laps now of the Eckerd 200. You see Jimmy Horton as we went to break. Richie Tobias Jr. slowed on the backstretch, freeing up the leaders. Now, Tobias did not run out of fuel. He pitted last on lap 117. But Kenny Tremont has pounced on the opportunity, and he's opened up a more than 2-second lead over Jimmy Horton.
Well, Kenny Tremont stayed right behind the Tobias number 35 for a long time. Didn't want to make that move to go to the top side to pass him. As you saw, that's how we got the race lead when Bud Chrisman and Brett Hearn got together on the high side.
Now, when Tobias slowed, Brett Hearn got inside Jimmy Horton going into turn 3, but he could not make the pass. Here it is, out of turn 2. And now look, there's Hearn digging down low on Horton, but he is not able to finish the deal as Horton comes down and squeezes him a little bit, and you can see that Brett's in a little bit of a little out of the groove.
Well, if he had went down another tire width over, he would have been into a lot of moisture and a lot of water, and definitely could have really done some damage. Brett Hearn backed out of it. Jimmy Horton didn't give him any room. With
19 laps to go, Tremont's lead over Horton is now 2.5 seconds. Andy? Let's go down to Andy Fusco.
Thanks, Doug. When Tobias pulled off, I asked the Tremont crew, did it bother you that the guy never got the move-over flag? And they said no. As a matter of fact, they announced at the pit meeting that they would not be using the move-over flag. The thinking is exactly what Shane just said. If a lap car went to the inside to move over, it might kick water up into the groove and make it worse for the leaders, so they're not going to use the blue flag.
A lot of moisture down on the inside of the speedway, and you can see when they come into corner number 1 that there is a lot of black moved up from the jersey barriers on the inside. See where the black ends and the brown begins? Usually they are putting the left side of those tires right down by the jersey barriers to go through the corner, but now they're about a half a car length up from that because of the moisture.
You're seeing Billy Decker trying to get inside Alan Johnson and make a pass, and he's just not quite getting it done, but Decker has the pedal to the metal, and he's trying. 17 laps to go.
Alan Johnson in the number 1, the Elaine James Investments machine, the current points leader for the Advanced Auto Parts Modified Super Dirt Series, having a consistent Alan Johnson kind of run. He's just as smooth as silk.
Look at this.
Boy.
Decker got him. He hangs onto it. Wow.
He didn't outbrake him. He outbraved him that time.
Well, and you wonder who's going to be the bravest of them all up front, and Horton and Hearn aren't getting the opportunity. I mean, Tremont is leaving them in the dust. 3.5 second lead now.
Unbelievable. Kenny Tremont. He had up to a 7-second lead before he caught Tobias.
Last year, Billy Decker went one. Here's Brett Hearn. Hearn might be slowing. He's gone 114 laps, including the 3 after the red, and he may be out of fuel.
Well, we're looking at his crew, and the gas man is getting ready. Brett Hearn is out of gas in the Budweiser number 3.
Well, and it wasn't close.
No.
14 laps to go. And I realize this has been a sustained period under green flag conditions. However, there were a number of yellow flag laps. Down to Mark Kenyon.
Brett Hearn rolls into the pit. The car was not running. He ran out of gas. 1 can of Sunoco fuel. He stalls it. The crew pushes it.
Jimmy Horton is in trouble.
127 laps? I don't think so. Not today.
Well, Hearn can't get his car started. Jimmy Horton's also in trouble, Doug.
And Danny Johnson is listed as in 2nd place.
What a turn of events.
Danny Johnson pitted on lap 91. Yellow flag is out. We're going to have a sprint race now.
We sure are.
Well, Bud Chrisman and Hearn both went out about the same time. Flat tire out by over 2 seconds on Danny Johnson.
10 lead to Brett, 10.
Then there's a good break before it's Tim Fuller, then Billy Decker.
Alan Johnson running in 5th position, using this opportunity as Brett Hearn is back in 11th. They came in 1 and 2 in advance. Oh, we've got a car slowing. Danny Johnson.
Danny Johnson comes in. If it's fuel, remember he pitted on lap 91. It is. They've got the gas tank. Oh my. Hang on, 5 laps to go. Someone else has slowed in the back stretch.
Brett Hearn in the number 3.
Two laps to go. We're watching Kenny Tremont.
And the crew's pushing the number 91 of Billy Decker down to his pit stall. And Kenny Tremont slowing, but we have yellow on the speedway. Doug, this is unbelievable.
Okay.
As Tremont comes down the front straightaway, he takes the green flag. Kenny Tremont has the green flag. White will be next, then checker. Alan Johnson is second. Tremont running strong as he heads to turn 2. He's got about a 10-car length lead on Alan Johnson, and he extends it down the back straightaway.
And he is not lifting off that throttle. And Alan Johnson slowed.
Alan Johnson has slowed. He drops back. White flag is coming out.
Can Kenny Tremont go the distance?
10-car lead, 10-car lead.
White flag for Kenny Tremont, who is going to milk this car around the track. Vic Coffey second. Gary Tompkins third. Tremont is running out of fuel in turn 3. He's slowing in turn 3. Vic Coffey races into the lead down the back straightaway. Gary Tompkins on his back bumper.
But Chrisman right there, the top 3 altogether. Offense corner number 3.
And down the front straightaway. Cars are stopping in the front straightaway. The checkered flag is out. And the winner is Vic Coffey. Vic Coffey has won the Eckerd 200.
Unbelievable, Doug. His first Advanced Auto Parts Modified Super Dirt Series win, and he wins the biggest jewel in dirt motorsports.
One of the biggest upsets ever here at the New York State Fairgrounds.
Wow.
And Bud Chrisman has just kissed the wall.
Only at Syracuse, Doug, do we get this kind of high drama.
Vic Coffey was followed across the finish line by Gary Tompkins and then Jimmy Horton.
That picture says it all right there. The agony of defeat. Ken Tremont Sr.
All the cars that gambled on fuel mileage lost.
There is going to be a party in Leicester, New York tonight like none other.
Vic Coffey started 17th in the grid. A look at Kenny Tremont. A heartbreak. And there are a lot of heartbreaks here. Let's go down to Mark Kenyon. Mark?
I'm down in victory lane. I don't know. We told Vic to get out of the car, but I don't know if he can get out of the car. Let me see if I can get in here. Jack, let me in here. Let me have a word with him. Let me have a word. He gets a wheel off. I'll tell you what, he's elated down here. Vic, come on out. Come on, talk to us. Get up here. Vic Coffey unbelts in the car. He's stunned. Still got his helmet on. The crew is ecstatic down here. Vic Coffey with the biggest win of his career. A legend. Now a legend. His name in the history books at Syracuse. Vic Coffey, very emotional down here. Come on, Vic, get out of here. Get on the roof and dance, man.
Look pretty for the cameras.
You just won the Eckerd 200. Come on out here and dance. Here he comes. Sweeteners Plus number 32. Vic Coffey. And I'll tell you what, we're getting wet down here. The crew is going nuts. Let me get him down here. Vic is This is one high-strung race car driver. Vic, come here, man, come here. Hey, tell me about it. How did you feel? Tell me about the last lap. Take me back to when you saw Kenny running out of fuel.
I come down into 1 and 2 and I saw him wiggle the car hard, and I could tell he was trying to shake fuel and get it back in the pickup, and I was just hoping he didn't keep wiggling too much and leave me a lane to get by, and you know, from there on out, I just hoping I didn't run out. I've been here and done that, and unbelievable. I don't know what to say.
Did you think with 2 to go that you had a shot at it, or were you just content to ride where you were?
Well, them guys told me they didn't know about Tremont, and they knew Allen stopped really early. You know, we were going to finish 3rd, and then I seen Allen run out, and I don't know, it just fell our way.
Vic Coffey, where you just won the Eckerd 200. Where are you going tomorrow?
Eckerd's, Baldwinsville.
And you go down to Eckerd tomorrow. Vic Coffey will be there signing autographs. He just won the biggest race there is to win.
In his 7th 200 start, his top previous finish, 16th in 97. Vic Coffey is the winner of the Eckerd 200. We'll be back on Rush Hour. Back at the New York State Fairgrounds, where Vic Coffey has won the Eckerd 200. Meanwhile, starting 41st was Gary Tompkins, and he finishes 2nd. Let's go down trackside.
Well, this is the face of jubilation, how fortunes can change in this sport. Gary Tompkins, you blew 3 motors this week, yet you come out of it with a podium finish, a 2nd place at Syracuse.
Yeah, that was really just having trouble sinking in right now. It's just been one heartache after another all week long. The car has been a rocket all week. You just couldn't keep motors together. Even tonight, the car is fast. Just we detuned the small block or the short track motor so much that you know, we just wanted to make it live. That's the first time I ever finished this race. So the oil light was coming on, 5 to go. So I was really hoping it'd finish. That's all I was looking for. And then I see all these guys dropping out. It was just amazing. My hat's off to Vic. He drove a heck of a race. He just did what he had to do. I was faster than he was in parts, and he was faster than I wasn't in parts. But we both had to miss slow cars, and I don't even know if he really knew what was going on until we crossed the finish line either. It's just amazing.
An absolutely amazing race, an amazing top 2, Doug.
And in a way, an amazing top 3 after what happened to Jimmy Horton. He finishes 3rd. Vic Coffey is your race winner. Gary Tompkins, Jimmy Horton, Danny Johnson, Kenny Tremont, the top 5. Thanks to Tom Skabinski, Kevin Kovac, Gil Alexander, and Corey Reed for all your help. Shane Andrews, Mark Kenyon, Andy Fusco, and the entire Rush Hour on Dirt crew. What a bizarre day here in Syracuse. Vic Coffey is the winner of the Eckerd 200. This is Doug Logan saying thank you for joining us. We'll see you at Eastern States, and so long for now.